First, you guys know what to do. Go ahead and leave your comments or your thoughts about it.
It's a great movie because it goes back and forth with the family conflict.
The dance that he did, it was a little bit racist.
I don't
the way
agree
she was
with
looking
you.
at him and all
I
that.
don't agree with you at all. Hey everybody, welcome to our latest video for Ask the Critics. I'm Rob.
I'm Dave.
Brendan.
And we're going to continue on with Freddie 3911's questions. He left us quite a bit. But first off, I want to thank all of you viewers and subscribers for giving us all these questions. We greatly appreciate it, and we hope we've given you good answers. All right. Well, Freddie 3911's next question was, what is a horror movie that you think had a decent remake? And this is up your alley.
Well, I would say Cronenberg's The Fly, John Carpenter's version of The Thing. The more recent ones, probably Dawn of the Dead, Hills Have Eyes, Piranha, The Last House on the Left. All decent remakes. Movies that didn't need to be remade, but Dawn of the Dead I think was probably the most entertaining of the recent ones.
Dave?
Yeah, Dawn of the Dead was good. Last House on the Left, I enjoyed the remake of that. And Hills Have Eyes and Hills Have Eyes 2, both those remakes were good.
Well, for me, I think the one that was decent, well actually the only remake that I think was just as good as the original was Nosferatu. It was remade in 1979 by Werner Herzog, and it made it followed the same Dracula story, but I think he made it a little bit different. He made it like his own version. If you compare it to the original silent version, I think they're both very good.
Yeah.
He doesn't really copy the original.
Klaus Kinski is really good in that.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
So I think that's the only. I wouldn't say it was decent. I think it was more than decent, but I think that's probably the only remake I was satisfied with of a horror movie, because a lot of them just fall short of the originals.
Yeah, because they're cash-ins. It's just about making money at the end of the day.
Yeah. Let's see. When it comes to the angry video game nerd or the nostalgia critic, who is your favorite and why? Personally, I don't like to play favorites. I like them both. They're both passionate about the videos that they do and the subject matter, so I like them for what they do.
I'm not familiar with their channels that much to really give you an opinion on them. I mean, I don't want to say I like one over the other without really even having a good educated opinion.
Dave?
Yeah, I've never seen this nostalgic critic. I've seen a couple of the videos from the Video Game Nerd, and they're funny. I mean, when he rants and raves and stuff, and just like starts going off on certain games, it's kind of funny. But I haven't really seen enough to like actually have an opinion on them.
Yeah, so I'm sorry for the answer, but we just don't like to play favorites. What is your alright, the last question. Okay. Alright, so what is your favorite Wes Craven, John Carpenter, Dario Argento, Adam Green, Tom Holland, Tobe Hooper, John Landis, Tommy Lee Wallace, George A. Romero, Dan O'Bannon, Tom Savini, John Carl Buechler, is that how you pronounce his last name?
Buechler, I think so.
Buechler, Rob Zombie, Eli Roth, Robert Rodriguez, Don Casarelli, Stuart Gordon, and Steve Miner horror movie.
Wow, that is a loaded question, so good thing I have my responses already written down. Wes Craven, my favorite, has always been Nightmare on Elm Street. I don't think he's made a movie better than that one yet. John Carpenter, I love all of his movies, but if I had to pick two, it would be Escape from New York and The Thing. Dario Argento, probably his movie Deep Red, even though it's not really a horror movie per se, it's more of a thriller with slasher elements in it. But if you haven't seen it, it's one worth seeing. Adam Green, I've only seen one of his movies, and that was Hatchet, and that was just an okay 80s homage to slasher movies. Slasher movies aren't all that creative in and of themselves, so it was okay. It was worth a watch. Tom Holland, Fright Night was my favorite one he's done. He also did Child's Play, Chucky movies. John Landis, for a horror movie, American Werewolf in London, but my favorite John Landis movie of all time is The Blues Brothers. Can't get better than that. Tommy Lee Wallace, he did the movie version of It. Everything I liked about It, except for the ending, I wish they would have changed the ending of It. I feel like they made the whole movie into a joke with the spider sequence. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about, and if you haven't, avoid it. George Romero, probably non-zombie movie, I would say Monkey Shines or Creepshow. Zombie movie, Dawn of the Dead. Dan O'Bannon movie, the only thing I really liked that he had anything to do with was Alien. Tom Savini, he's not a really great director. He just does special effects, but I love all the movies he did special effects on. Rob Zombie, the only good movie he made was Devil's Rejects. Watch our Halloween reviews, you'll see what we think of those. Cabin Fever is my favorite Eli Roth movie. My favorite Rodriguez movie is probably, favorite horror movie is Planet Terror from Dusk Till Dawn. Even though they're more so comedies than horror, they're still a lot of fun. Don Coscarelli movie, Bubba Hotep, Stuart Gordon movie, Reanimator, Steve Miner movie, like Placid. I think that's all of them.
Personally, I have not seen, as a matter of fact, some of these names I never heard of until I got the question, but I can't answer all of them. But for John Landis, I liked Animal House and Blues Brothers. They're a tie for me. George Romero, the only one I saw was Martin. I liked it. I think maybe it could have been done a little bit better. And Rodriguez, the one that I think of all the movies I've seen so far from him, I really like Planet Terror. I think it's a nice throwback to the schlocky, cheap sci-fi 70s movies.
He's really good at doing the throwback movies. I mean, it seems to be the thing he's doing right now with Machete and Grindhouse, but hopefully he keeps it going because Machete was entertaining.
Dave?
I pretty much like all the same stuff you guys said, so I'm pretty much in agreement with you guys.
Yeah. Now, Fright Night. Are you excited about the remake that's coming out this summer?
Well, I think the original Fright Night is a classic. My father showed that to me as a child, and I think it was always one of those movies that just blew my mind when I first saw it. So, am I looking forward to the remake? No, I'll probably see it just because I like Fright Night and the characters they had in the movie, but I saw a preview for it. It just seems like they're making it big loud. It's probably a PG-13 thing. And, they were looking for probably vampire properties to cash in on since Twilight has been just huge.
Yeah.
And Fright Night is a vampire story, so hopefully they don't make it a pretty or sparkly vampire movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll probably go see it if it looks good enough.
Okay. Well, that's it for now. Keep sending us questions. We're going to keep doing these videos till the end of the month, so go ahead and keep doing it. And thank you very much for watching.